Someone left this comment on my channel asking how did I create a brand hub just using Claude. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can create a brand hub like this for your business and how this is going to make your marketing so much easier. This is going to speed up the process of creating pins, Instagram posts, emails, even if you're not a designer. This brand hub is going to host your fonts, your colors, your logos, your patterns of your brand, all in one place. So when you need that blush pink to add to your pin, you're gonna easily find it. Or when you need that pattern to add to your email, you've got that all in one place. And that makes marketing your business more beautiful, more fun, and easier than ever. You don't need to pay a designer. All you need to do is to have a real conversation with Claude and get it to design this brand hub for you. I'll walk you through the 5 steps that I use to build mine, and the exact prompt is free in the description for you so you can build yours today right after this video. Step number 1, before you even open Claude, you need to learn how to steal like an artist. You need to go on Pinterest or go into websites that you absolutely loved and you're going to take a screenshot. I need you to have 2 to 3 screenshots that have that energy and that feeling that you want for your brand. It doesn't need to be your competitor and it doesn't need to be in your niche, but it needs to have those elements and makes you feel something that you want to have for your brand. Giving Claude visual references is one of the best ways to get a great result at the end instead of just trying to explain it. Save those screenshots and we're going to use them in just a minute. Now let's go to step number 2. Step number 2 is where you're going to get interviewed by Claude. You're not going to ask to build a brand hub yet. They need to interview you first, understand about your business, and then we're going to give those inspirations that we found and we're going to keep it to it. Okay, so I just wrote it here. Can you help me create a brand board for my business? Please ask me the questions you need and I'll give you some inspiration. I am using Opus 4.8 and I'm using in the Effort height. For this tutorial, I'm just gonna pretend I'm creating a brand for a random business idea, and we're gonna do that together. Okay, it will ask you some questions, you answer it. It's very simple and straightforward. This will be a low ticket membership. Start fresh, and I just uploaded here some inspiration for the branding, and I'll send it over. I also added this prompt here because I already know the colors, the main color that I want to use. So if you don't know, that's absolutely fine. So here I added, here's some inspiration. I don't want it to be boring. I want it to be feminine, creative, and orange as the bold accent color because that's already my accent color in my business. Don't make it look very luxury or too elevated because I want to sell low ticket products. Feel free to add some pink pastel colors to make it more fun and playful. I want them to feel inspired and feel the freedom that they can create it. Let's send that. This is the part that you need to say, I like this, I don't like this, I hate neon colors, for example, or I love pastel colors. So it will help Claude to analyze and create something that is more aligned with you. It took a while, but it gave us this first draft. So it looks okay. Logo, color palette, typography, patterns, and brand voice, everything here, right? Step number 4 is all about directing and refining this first version. You don't want to just settle for this one. You need to think about the things that you liked and think about the things you don't like, and that's what we're going to do right now. So yeah, for example, I don't like this thick line, so I'm just going to write some things that I don't like, some things that I want to keep, and what I don't want to keep. And then we're going to refine that to find a sweet spot that we like the most. Wrote a few things that you need to consider. This business is about helping female business owners who sell digital products and services online and want to use Pinterest to grow their traffic and sales on their websites. So I made it more specific so it can give me more like icons related to Pinterest or make it like bring more visual elements related to that. My values are freedom, courage, and creativity. Here are the things that I don't like. Thick lines, I want it to feel soft. So you need to tell like what do you want it to feel like. I don't want it to feel childish. I am targeting women between like this age. I don't like this specific badge that you created here. It just looks like really squashed or something. I don't like it. This business is about marketing, Pinterest, SEO. So give me icons related to that. So at the moment, it gave me these icons. So I suggested another one. So now we're going to send that over and we'll see that what's going to give it to us next. Now, this is the result after I sent that prompt, and this is only the second version, but you can tell how much better it is and how much it's much more aligned with what I said than the previous one, because I found the previous one like very childish. I didn't like it very much, but here it updated the whole thing. Now we're going to go to step number 5, which is to turn this into an interactive HTML page that you can just come here, click and save the images on the page. If you click on it, you can already copy the hex code, but we're gonna make this page more interactive so it's easier for you to copy and paste when you are designing things. Prompt that I'm using here is I need to have this brand board in a live page with the elements so I can just copy, save when I need it. I need the brand patterns, icons and elements in high quality and easy access. Also, I wanted to include button design. So when you're designing emails or Pinterest pins, you always use the same design, the button design. Optimize this page to be easier to use elements on it and make it easy to find fonts, colors, patterns, etc. Also include some guidance on how to use the elements, dominant, color, contrast, and bold accent, etc. And let's send that over. Now, I want to name something that is probably at the back of your mind because there's no point doing all this work for something that no one is interested in. If there's no demand, if there's no one searching for what you are selling, there's absolutely no point on doing this work because it's a search-based machine. And that's where Everbee Market Research comes in, because you can see what's actually selling on Etsy. You can see actual revenue, how many sales shops are selling, how many views they are getting, how many people are searching for the keywords that you are thinking about marketing or the keyword that is for your digital product. And you can use this tool in 2 different ways. You can see the demand for the product that you are trying to sell, and you can also find keywords that people are typing on Etsy, and you can use those keywords in your Pinterest. You can use them in your title, descriptions, as I'm going to show you in a minute. So instead of guessing, you can start with actual data and make wiser decisions. If you want to try Everbee Market Research, I do have a link below where you can get 2 months for the price of 1. So I'll leave the link in the description for you. That's the final result. Now you have a brand hub that is interactive, that has all your assets in one place, and that makes it so easy for you to just copy what you need. So you have your fonts, you have your buttons and your icons. You can also download your icons on SVG format because that's the highest quality format that you can have, or you can also create, ask Claude to add a PNG button as well, so you can download in PNG. You have the patterns, everything here in one place. You're going to download these HTML file, and I'm going to show you a bonus tip. Just because you stay here until the end, I want to show you that tip that is going to make your life so much easier when you are actually creating assets in Claude to market your business. First thing, you need to go to Claude Design. It's on this little palette icon here. Once you click on it, you're going to end up on Claude Design. If you've never used it before, don't get scared because it's actually really useful and really easy to use as well. What you're going to do, you're going to add this design system that you just created. So you're going to create here, let's say Salt Marketing Club. You don't need to worry about any of this. Only add your HTML file here because it has all your assets. So once you do that, you're going to continue to generation, and we're going to click on generate. Once you've added the brand hub inside your Claude Design, it's going to be available right here. So you can see, you can design basically anything. I'm going to ask Claude Design to create some Pinterest pins so we can market this fake digital product, and I'll show you how does it look like. What I love about Claude Design is that he asks you questions as well. Answer those questions quickly. And that was the final result. So it created the pins already in the right format using the colors, and you can just add the images here for the pins as well. And afterwards you can just save it, publish, and that's it, job done. Now, I know that you might be thinking, oh, but I don't even have a brand yet. I don't have my logos, I don't have my fonts, I don't even have the colors that I want to use. So I made this video for you. You don't need any of that. That's why I made this video, so you can actually build this brand with Claude, with a professional, without having to spend loads of money. Okay, so now let's quickly recap so you can actually take action on what you've just learned. Step number one, you are going to take free screenshots from brands that you love. Step number two, you're gonna let Claude interview you instead of guessing. Step number three, you're gonna answer all the questions and drop your inspirations. Step four, you are going to direct until you are at least 90% happy with the results. And finally, you are going to turn this hub into a HTML page that you can pin in your browser. You came into this thinking that you would need hours and hours of research and designing until you get the perfect brand hub, but now you know that you can get started just with an honest conversation with Claude. You don't need to be a designer, you don't need the perfect brand hub, you just need to start somewhere. Alright, so this is your mini checklist to do it today. The first thing, you're gonna screenshot 3 brands you love, you're gonna grab the free prompt that is in the description for you, you're gonna let Claude interview and build your hub, and then you're gonna download the HTML file and pin in your browser. Now you have this beautiful brand hub, but without traffic, you don't have a business. I'll show you the full step-by-step using Claude to create a whole month of pins, schedule them out, and have traffic coming to your website. So I am challenging you to create a whole month of traffic using this brand hub to create your pins. So I teach you exactly what to do in this video, so you can go and watch that next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.